What's up, y'all? We are back with another Scream 7 video. Today we're going to be talking about some rumors we're hearing with Scream 7 and just Gale and Sidney Prescott being the main focus. But before we get into it, definitely smash the like button because it definitely helps. So, like I said, I want to talk about how I feel about, Sidney Prescott and Gale Weathers being the main focus. Personally, me, I think it's a great idea just off the fact it's always felt like they were leading up to that. In my opinion, I know we had Dewey involved and others and stuff like that, but for me, it always felt like Sidney Prescott and Gale were like a little bit of the heart at moments, especially in the later ones and stuff like that. And in 5, yeah, we didn't have Sidney as much, but when we needed them, they were a great duo. You know what I'm saying? I think they were a great duo and stuff like that. Overall, they're going to have to be the leads. Like I said, none of it is confirmed, but it seems like they're going to have to be the leads and everything just because, we're hearing rumors now that the Core 4 is officially wiped out due to something with the Hollywood Reporter and everything. And, we have no more of the Carpenter sisters. And now all we have is like Gale Weathers, possibly. She's not even wrote on yet. We got Sidney Prescott announced. Now we have Kevin Williamson directing it. So it's perfect. It's the perfect formula, to be honest. And just off the fact who Gale Weathers is, how she's a reporter and everything. And, everything that's going on with her doing the crime TV series that she had talked about in Scream 6. I think, to be honest, that we can go to Hollywood, like I told y'all, just kind of incorporating that section where they're going back to the previous Scream films. Because at first people were saying they could go with the original script that they had with Scream 3, with Stu Macher being the Ghostface cult leader and stuff like that. But they can also incorporate some Hollywood in it through Gale Weathers. I can definitely see that. But, also, another rumor, it's not confirmed, is things with Sidney Prescott's kids being frontline next to Sidney, and with Mark Kincaid and stuff like that. I definitely think that would be cool to see Sidney be a mom, just off the fact, I thought it was cool even seeing her with the stroller and everything in Scream 5. But one thing that really just doesn't make sense, like as soon as you say kids and Sidney Prescott, it's almost gonna be like the kids are very young. We saw her pushing the stroller. So it's going to have to be a time jump. It's almost like, okay, we got Sidney confirmed, but if the kids are confirmed and things like that, we're hearing rumors about them trying to recruit actors for the kids. But if it comes out confirmed, that automatically tells us that we're getting a time jump. Now, a time jump can definitely fill a lot of, holes that we've had in the previous story of Scream 6 and Scream 5, especially with Gale Weathers. She was almost unalived at a point, you know what I'm saying? And she was on her last leg, so that can definitely help Gale Weathers be back 100%. So when they do cross Ghostface, there's no excuses and things like that. But overall, I think this, film will be one of the best Scream films just because we got the OGs back, we got Kevin Williamson, and just having, Sidney Prescott and Gale Weathers front line can mean so much to the story. And, we're already invested in these two characters, so it can definitely work. But I'm going to say this. If Sidney Prescott kids are frontline with her, it will be crazy. Some of you guys might not like this if Ghostface uses the kids against Sidney. Because, we all know how mothers feel about their kids, And I think that would be crazy if Ghostface is targeting the kids. But if I feel like also, if it's a Ghostface that's targeting Sidney's kids, it has to be a Ghostface that is, it means something. It has to mean something. I don't think a rando, will make it more impact. It'd almost be like a wasted opportunity just have a rando targeting, Sidney's kids and kind of pulling her into the story. I think, to be honest, also, Sidney might be pulled back from Ghostface, murders and story and everything. She probably don't want to deal with it. She's a mom just like she was in 6. I think what's going to happen is what's going to get Sidney back involved, now that I think about it, is possibly her children. That's a perfect way to bring her back in. She's going to hop in mommy mode, especially she had mother problems and stuff like that, and she's probably going to want to be the best mom she can be and things like that and protect them. So I'm thinking none of this is confirmed, but that will be a great way to pull her back in front line with Ghostface. I talked about it in previous videos. Maybe something happens to Gale. Maybe something happens to Mark Kincaid. And this is why I love it, because either one of these strings that's attached to, Sidney it's going to hurt her. If something happened to Mark Kincaid, she's going to be on bullshit. If something happens to Gale, she's going to be on bullshit. If something happens to, one of her kids or something's involving her kids, she's going to be on bullshit. And she's going to go back to the old Sidney Prescott. And a lot of people are not enjoying Sidney's return because of, Melissa Barrera and everything. And I dig it because I really was a big fan of the Carpenter Sisters story. I really enjoyed it from left to right. It was a fun, series with them. I love the core four. It brought a new breath of fresh air to the franchise. But overall, a lot of people are making like it's the worst thing in the world that Sidney Prescott's return is going to be the same shit. Do we have enough story left for Sidney? And I'm going to tell you this. The reason it is enough story left for Sidney is the fact that we seen her pushing that stroller. I think to see it's not a story. I think Kevin Wilson even touched on it's gonna be a different type of Sidney. I think what he meant by that, now that I think about it, is her being a mom. We never seen Sidney as a mom. We've seen her as a teen or a younger female and things like that, kind of growing up as a young woman. We never seen her in mom mode. I think that's what he meant. I want to say he said that. Comment down below. There's going to be a different Sidney in Scream 7 or something up that, road. But I think overall, I'm going to say it. Sidney's going to be different if she has, a child or, her two girls. I want to say it was going to be two girls. I think it's going to be different, especially with her kids being around that. So now it's getting to the point it's so bad that it's leaking into Sidney's family. And I think it's going to bring a different side out of her, her protecting her kids, her being defensive and her having her, husband involved. And Gale, I think, Gale's going to be possibly one that gets hurt a lot again. I don't know why. I just feel like Gale's going to be like kind of by herself. I mean, she tried to move on in Scream 6 with the guy, but he got took out, crazily. I think maybe she can try to move on some more in Scream 7, just kind of push forward, especially if it's a time jump. We can definitely see a new character being attached to Gale for sure. That can be an extra character that we can be invested in and stuff like that. But overall, like I said, I think it could work just for those simple reasons, because at the end of the day, we all know Gale and Sidney Prescott. We never seen their stories together for real. We never seen a story with them together for real, to be honest. I mean, we have, but not like main line with them. And like I said, I just want a Ghostface that means something. I don't want just a random Ghostface and they try to explain their motive at the end. Like, this is why. This is the list why I want to take you out. Like, no. I think this one deserves, just off the fact Kevin Williamson's back, all the OGs are kind of returning and stuff like that, possibly. I definitely think that they need to go all out with the Ghostface reveal. I know I heard Leslie Mocker. I heard Christina Carpenter. I don't know if, comment down below. Do you guys think it's space for Christina Carpenter now that Tara and Melissa is removed? I personally think you could kind of squeeze her in there, but not off the fact. I mean, you could squeeze her in there from something with Tara and Sam, or you could squeeze her in there from something with Billy Loomis. You know what I'm saying? So it could work with Christina Carpenter. Same with Leslie Mocker. I've heard the rumor with them two teaming up. I heard the rumor with them two teaming up and stuff like that. That's out there in the community, but I don't know. Overall, I think that this is going to be a great Scream film. It's going to come out nice if they do it right. And I'm down for the main focus of Sidney Prescott and Gale Weathers. I think it'll be cool and bring the story together. But yeah, guys, comment down below what you all think about everything we just talked about with Scream 7. Unfortunately, this is the end of the video. I want y'all to hit me up on my social medias at ILIKESCARY on Instagram, ILIKESCARY_ on TikTok, Brandon on Facebook, ILIKESCARY on Twitter. And yeah, you all right there where it says subscribe. Next to it, click join to become a member of the channel. I want you all to watch some horror movies. Stay scary out there. Peace. Until next time, y'all.